I want to firstly thank Justice McHugh for his inquiry into greyhound racing. The report he has produced is chilling, confronting, it's horrific. It's horrific. It's horrific.
Conduct of greyhound racing in New South Wales has been laid bare in damning internal documents obtained by the ABC under Freedom of Information. Private emails reveal how the state regulated senior management were strategising how to downplay evidence of live baiting. The illegal activities of dozens of trainers were reported by Four Corners earlier this year. Current Melbourne Canberra reports calls are growing for the sport to be shut down once the
when gruesome footage of live baiting was broadcast, the racing regulator said it was a surprise.
This is the march for the Merton Million. Firstly, I'd like to acknowledge the Turrbal people as the traditional owners of the land we gather on today and pay my respect to elders, past and present. I also extend respect to all Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people here today. Yes, we can applaud them as well. For me, this is in memory of all the animals, whether they be greyhounds, whether they be other animals that have been used in live baiting. This is in memory for them. So it's not just greyhounds, it's all animals that have been involved in this hideous organisation. Before I go any further, I would like to thank very much Bamford Cook, who just came up here and performed. Please give them a big round of applause. Their song that they performed is called The 55. And it was based on the Bundaberg 55. So the revelations of 55 dead greyhound bodies and skeletons that were discovered in bushland near Bundaberg in early 2015. We've all seen the reports, we've all read the reports, we've all seen everything that's happening on social media. That is just like the tiniest tip of the iceberg of what has been happening Australia-wide, sadly worldwide. The March for the Merton Million was an event started by a group in the UK to pay tribute to the estimated 1 million greyhounds who have been killed in the UK since greyhound racing started back in 1926. Now, today being the 24th of July is very important because that is the day that it officially opened in the UK 90 years ago. So that is why this date is so significant. We can only estimate how many greyhounds have been killed in Australia since it began in Wentworth Park back in 1932. In the last 14 years, we know that more than 280,000 greyhounds born in Australia That's a lot of greyhounds born in Australia. Where are they all? It is entirely possible that 1 million greyhounds have been killed here for racing and the betting industry. Today we stand in solidarity with our friends in the UK, our compassionate friends who, like us, are upset, angry, and choose to remember the dogs who have suffered, endured and killed for greyhound racing. We are here to remember them. We are here to give our support. We are here because we are compassionate human beings. We are going to be walking in silent protest. Now, silent protest means no chanting, no talking amongst yourselves, no talking on your telephones, no chasing Pokemon Goes. So please turn your phones off. Do this in silence as we walk around the streets of Brisbane.
I mourn like we mourn for the murdered millions. But in response, I say, long live the hounds. Long live the hounds into a future where there is a total abolishment of greyhound racing in Australia. An industry that is cruel, heartless, cold-blooded and brutal in its treatment of the dogs.
It is upsetting to think about, but I think we all realise that the almost certain probability that live baiting will have occurred throughout that long period of time in different Queensland locations. There will have been enormous numbers of utterly innocent animals who have died dreadful deaths as live bait just for the sake of the disgusting greyhound racing industry.
What started as the whispers of a few has become the roar of thousands. This tiny group has now become a groundswell, an unstoppable force that will be relentlessly fighting for a ban of greyhound racing in all of Australia. And we will not stop until the last remaining racing greyhound has found a comfy couch and a house to call its own. home where it's loved forever. The reality is that the greyhound racing industry has a dark side. The slaughter of many thousands of purpose-bred greyhounds long before they reach their normal life expectancy may be just business for many breeders, owners and trainers. But it is a cruel business.
We're seeing a real groundswell here, a growing opposition to cruelty and death caused by this industry. It may not be banned in Queensland tomorrow, but I don't think it's no longer a question of if it will be banned. It's only a matter of when. So the greyhounds, like many of those beautiful dogs around us here today, are victims of this cruel industry, and they are relying on us. Together we can continue to grow this movement, and together we will win.
The fate of a greyhound. Walking down the corridor, looking through the bars, we see them looking back at us, all with mental scars. We call ourselves superior, compassionate and kind. I wonder if you've ever thought what goes through their minds. They look to us for love, support, kindness, shelter too. Life really is disgusting from a greyhound's point of view. Their racing life is very short. They try and do their best. Then all too soon, it's time to go and die with all the rest. They're drowned or shot, gassed and starved. It really is quite bad. Hit on the head with hammers, so shocking and so sad. We're trying hard to home them and give them one more chance as people dump them one by one without a backward glance. The time has come, it's time to go in every single town. Time to end the cruelty, time to shut it down. So next time you're looking for a pet and can't make up your mind, be sure to choose a greyhound who's lazy, cute and kind. I know you won't regret it, you'll have a friend for life. It's easy to adopt and save them from this strife.